Hi guys, this is Cassie and we're about to roll to Valdemarsvik, which is in freaking Småland. It's gonna be nice. It's one of those transportations, you know, where you have no idea why they sent the big truck. I'm gonna show you later. So now we have about 1.5 hour drive time. I have this huge water bottle with me. It's like rolling around. I have to keep it in place. It's like 8 in the morning and it's 20 degrees already. The temperature has been going down a little bit recently, but now there seems to be in a big heat wave again. I heard the UK is like, it's gonna be like 40 degrees. It's insane. But it's vacation times and I am driving this truck this whole week except for Friday. You know, normally I just drive 2 days per week, but now I'm gonna drive 4 since the original driver is on vacation. And I'm hopefully gonna get some vacation too in 1 or 2 weeks, I think. It's a good thing I know that. Right now I'm on my way to Valdemarsvik. According to the map, it's gonna be like really tiny roads. I just hope you can get there with a big truck, like the one I have. I sent a text message to the customer, like I'm on my way and it's not gonna be home, so that doesn't matter though. I don't need any help to unload this time. You're gonna see why later on. I just hope I can get there. No height limits or such, and that is easy to turn around, or else I have to reverse all the way back. But we'll see. I try to not get winded up too much in front of deliveries like this, because I know myself, I can get really stressed, and then it turns out everything went great. So yeah, I hope for the best, trying to not think too much. It's like, if something happens, we'll take it there. The landscapes are really pretty here. Actually, I used to live in this direction for a couple of years, and I have been traveling this road back and forth so many times. Mostly on a bus actually. And I'm kind of sick of this road, but now when I'm actually working and driving here, it feels different. I can enjoy the road much more rather than just being a transportation. On this road I'm driving now, however, I have never been here. It's probably gonna get more and more narrow. Wow, nice oak tree. I'm just assuming it's gonna be a gravel road further ahead. I'm starting to feel a bit more focused, and yeah, since the road is smaller, you have to keep your eye out for cars, other trucks possibly, and machines, probably tractors. So you don't want to drive too fast here on roads like this that you don't know even. Oh, horses! I always get happy when I see horses on the road. Wow, this is a really cool place. Very beautiful. Lots of like oak trees. We have about 20 minutes on this little road. It's very nice. And naturally, as you probably have guessed, I do not have my trailer with me here. I parked it in Norrköping since I'm gonna be going there and uploading for tomorrow. So Norrköping is a place I visit a lot with these drives. Lots of loading and unloading there. This is really nice. Whole landscape. The road is getting more narrow though. Follow the road and then we make a right turn. It's not a lot of traffic here. Makes me glad. It was one time last week or the week before that I had a delivery out. It was kind of like a place like this one, but it was way more traffic, and the cars that were driving there, I assume they lived there because they were driving super fast. They have been driving the road back and forth like thousands of times probably. So they're like, I can drive as fast as I want, and they suddenly, wow, that's a truck! And they just throw themselves in the ditch almost. And it was 3 deliveries I had with solar panels, so it was only the truck and no trailer. Yeah, 2 of these customers assumed that I would have a crane truck, and I don't have a crane truck. If I understand it right, you gotta pay a little more to have it delivered by a crane, but I guess they didn't do that, so they sent it on this truck instead, which makes my work pretty difficult because the first customer, she had hired this company that was gonna install the solar panels and such, and those were the ones who had ordered it, but they weren't there on site when I got there. It was only the customer that made the first order of the solar panels. You get it. And she was like, oh, I thought it was gonna be a crane truck. We don't have any solid ground here almost. Can you unload it in the grass? And one of these pallets weigh 800 kilograms, and the first one went okay to get off. She found an old door, I could just slide it off from the back lift. The second pallet, she had to go in and work, so I was completely alone there for the other pallets. And that pallet was unevenly loaded, so I had a really hard time getting it off. I had to turn it and it didn't want to, and I was struggling. I was getting so frustrated and angry, you know, when you lose your temper. So I had to call the solar panel installment guys, like, hey, you have to help me get this off. And they're like, yeah, we'll be there. It was pretty fast. It solved itself pretty good in the end, luckily. But then the next customer, she was just a private person, and when I got there, firstly, I had no reception, no internet, I couldn't call the number, but I went to the correct address, and then this old lady comes out and she's looking at me. She's looking at my truck, then she goes in, and I'm like, okay, I guess this isn't the place. But then she came out again, and then I asked, is this the correct address? And she's like, yeah? What? Why? And then I said, I have solar panels to deliver here. And she's like, oh, that's my husband who ordered it. Can you just park it on the field? And I'm like, no, it's a huge ditch between, and yeah, it doesn't work like that. But they were like, why? My husband said you could do it. She's like, just use your crane. And I'm like, what crane? And it turned out she and her husband had expected a crane truck for me to just load it off, but no, I had to unload it in the gravel instead, next to the barn they had, and it went pretty smoothly though, but I was so sweaty when it was done. It was really hard work, but it solved itself. And on this delivery I'm gonna deliver now, a normal car could have delivered this. So I hope it's gonna be accessible, but I don't even need the back lifts for this delivery. So I hope it's gonna be smooth. Oh wow, this is so pretty! Wow! Oh, we have the whole lake here. Oh, wow! Such a pretty place. I thought this was gonna be like more forest-ish delivery, but wow, the environments are so pretty. We have like farms, we have stables, we have houses, not just summer houses. It seems like people really live here all year around. I don't know how common it is for other countries to have summer houses, but here it's kind of a thing. You have a house or a cottage, usually south, where you spend your summers and such, or like a couple of weeks per year, and then the house just stands there empty the rest of the day. Oh, here's the gravel road, by the way. Yeah, this is fine. It's still pretty wide though. I'm not worried. Are they growing corn here? Is that corn? I think so. We're turning right here. These kind of gravel roads, when they lean in the corners, it makes me think of the Mercedes-Benz test track where I was driving on this curve. Darn, that was so freaking cool. Oh, what is that, a church? They have everything here. So when people ask what kind of deliveries I do, it's both like terminals, asphalt, inner city traffic, and then we have days like this where you get to see the true beauty of Sweden, to be honest. I think tourists do. They go to Stockholm, they see the old town, Gamla stan. I think a lot of people miss the true countryside, the real beauty. Wow. Okay, we should be there any second now. We have to make a left turn soon. Oh, it's a car. Oh, he's stopping. Is that Danish? UK. Thank you. Up here. Yeah, the whole road is turning left here. So we came from UK all the way out here. Thank you. This place doesn't cease to amaze with its beauty. Hello, little boy. Do you care to move? Thank you. Suddenly we have more lake. Wow. So pretty, I can't handle it. Oh, it's a caravan. If you stop there. Oh, what he doing? Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, there's room. Oh. He's just going. That's enough, I think. Thank you. That went really smoothly. Oh my god. Okay. Gotta turn left soon. Wow. Imagine living in this place. I mean, it would suck during the winter time. unless the plowing works magnificently. And it normally doesn't, in my experience, when you need it the most. But summertime, oof, such a cool place. I think we should be there by now. It says, what is it, 3 minutes left? Is that a caravan place up there? Interesting. Oh, I'm turning left here? For real? That's a freaking tight turn. Oh well, might have to do a retake here. You know, when it's leaning and everything. Okay, I'm gonna reverse now. Watch out for the rocks. Yeah, that's a good truck. Okay, stop here. Okay, I should have double checked before turning in here. Just gonna go straight back. The GPS told me. That's awkward. Oh well, it's an easy solved problem. Just reverse straight back, and now we take a right. I don't know what the GPS was thinking there. I like driving trucks because it gives me challenge in life. God, I hate when people say that. I prefer it when things go according to plan. Okay. Is that the house? Camping site. Okay, now I'm really insecure. Check the map again. We made it to the house. Time for the delivery. See the other solar panels. I'm just kidding. This is super light. They sent a freaking whole truck for this. Easy. So it looks like you can turn here. I'm gonna try that. easy. Now we just have to make it back. Another successful delivery. It's getting warm. It's 26 degrees outside. I'm glad it wasn't a heavy delivery. Also, this house is very pretty, like a dream house. Location though, maybe not so much. This is exactly the kind of road I expected, by the way. But it would actually have worked to use the pallet lift because the ground was so sturdy. There was a lady who came out here and she was looking at me like, "You've taken the wrong turn here, missy." Oh, and I understand the concern. But I know what I'm doing. Sort of. It really reminds me of the septic tanker drive. Very similar roads, but a smaller truck is definitely preferable. The septic tanker was a smaller cab, Scania Next Gen also, but a smaller cab and lower. It did feel a lot smoother. Wow, what a place! I've said it so many times, but are you seeing this? All the swimming places. Now we just have to get back. So when they ask me what kind of deliveries I do, it's like, what kind of cargo do you have? I say, everything that fits in a box truck. Everything. So here we have it.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors.
We are now in Söderköping, which is a town that has the whole E22 highway passing right through it, which is very inconvenient, I guess, for the people living here and also the passing traffic, because yeah, it's piling up a lot. It's like you drive on the highway and then suddenly you're in the middle of a city. And during the summers it can be just packed with cars and the caravans and the trucks, because everyone's going on vacation and they have to pass through this way. But we're taking it easy. I have 56 minutes of drive time left before I have to take my break. It's gonna be a chill day. That drive was the thing that took the time today. Now I'm gonna pick up some empty pallets, deliver them very close by, and then I'm gonna start uploading for tomorrow. And then I'll be going home. It's been a very good day this far. It's nice to see Sweden from the prettier sides.